Good day and welcome to our short explanation of how to add a Canadian US dollar bank account to PayPal. I assume this will work with other countries as well, but because I'm in Canada, that's my only experience with it. I have not tried to do others, but I think the logic will still apply. So if you've ever tried to add a US dollar bank account to PayPal, you'll know that what it does is it sets it up as Canadian dollar anyway. And when you do the transfers, if you try to transfer in or out, what it will do will run through an exchange, and so you'll lose the exchange rate, which of course is a bit fictitious from PayPal's end. They're going to make a little bit of margin on that, plus the 2.5% fee they charge for doing that. Plus, you'll pay the same types of fees from your bank. So you could really lose a lot of money doing this. So what you want to do is set up a US dollar bank account in a Canadian bank and then hook it into PayPal. So I'm not going to explain how to set up a US dollar bank account from a Canadian bank. That's pretty straightforward. Go ahead and do that on your own. But I am going to show you how to set up that Canadian bank account in PayPal so that all of the funds are kept in US dollars. So let's go. So you can see I've signed into PayPal here. That's the first step. The second step is to click Wallet at the top. The third step is to click Link a Bank. The next step is to click the Add button at the bottom here. Then there's the I have a different bank link right here and right here. You click either of those. When it goes through, even though it says Canada, change that to United States. Now the premise here is that what we're going to be doing is using the US routing numbers rather than using the Canadian transit numbers. And you might think, well, how do Canadian banks have US routing numbers? Well, they have US operations, just like US banks have Canadian operations. So you can simply use those. It's pretty straightforward. So let's go. So here I'm going to type in Royal, in my case, I'm going to put in Royal Bank of Canada. There it is. This is a savings account. Now the routing number, now that's the question. How do you figure that out? Well, fortunately, not very hard to do. There are a number of sites that provide routing numbers for all banks in the US, including Canadian banks. So here's one, cleverly called bank-co.net/routing numbers. I'll put the link in our website at urtech.ca. So in here, just type in Royal Bank. In my case, it's Royal Bank. That's all I know. I don't know where it's based. I don't know anything about it. Here it is. And by the way, that's it. So you put that number. Whoops. Let's highlight it. There we go. Get rid of it. There we go. As your routing number. Your account number, now this is also a bit of a catch. Your account number is not just your typical 5 or 6 digit account number. It's also the Canadian transit number. So let's take a quick look at that. So in the account number field, what you actually want to enter is the transit number plus your account number. No spaces, no dashes, no anything in between. So let's look at this one here, this sample one, G Raymond. I would enter, what was it? 00002-5743257. So you can either get it from the checks, as we've shown, or you can get it from your bank. Just sign into your bank, and you can see here that there is your transit number and the account number at the end of your bank account information. Now, most banks will provide this. And before you look at this and think, geez, what a dumbass, he's putting his bank account numbers up, none of this is real. I've even changed the names of the accounts. So the totals are wrong, everything's wrong, but you get the idea here. Savings, right, it's a savings account, USD. Okay, so I put that in, and then I then I need to confirm it, so I'm just going to click on that and click continue. And from there, it's going to confirm the account, and in my case, I had it send me a text. I simply clicked, I simply entered the text number that they sent me, and then it said it was going to confirm it through 2 sample transactions, just like it does for any other account. So I have to wait a couple of days, and it will put it will send me 2 tiny transactions, and I will enter the transaction number information inside the account to finish off the verification. And while you're waiting for those confirmation transactions to come through, you can go look at your PayPal wallet, and you will see right here that it's showing confirmation pending, and it's a US account, and life should be happy. I've not tried this, as I said, with other foreign banks from the UK or other places, but I have every expectation the same logic would work. Any large international bank will have U.S. operations, and if you use their transit numbers or their banking numbers, you should be on your way. If you have any questions, please get a hold of us at www.urtech.ca. Thank you. Bye-bye.